Speaking of doing it himself, Sterling K apparently.
Too soon.
Speaking of, you know what I'm saying? Now, the difference between me and Sterling K, I gotta say this right now, S&M is not here. So I got to do it myself. But if S&M was here, maybe I wouldn't have to, right? But apparently, Sterling K was having an interview with Jennifer Hudson, and he just popped out of nowhere that he sometimes likes to handle his own business. Now, here's what confused me, because he said he likes to go to sleep early, which means that his wife likes to go to sleep later, which means that she's in the house. Okay, so just want to establish that real quick because I was listening. So, okay, she's in the house. You like to go sleep early, and because you need a little release to help you go to sleep, you handle your business. Okay, cool. And then you say this on the show. So it just got me to thinking so many different things. Number one, is this, okay, I'm gonna be honest with y'all real quick, okay? Because I thought it was a private thing when you did your thing. Like the fact that he brought it out to the public square, I was a little concerned about that, right? I thought guys would just get the look, especially when you're married too, right? You're like, hey babe, I'm finna go. No, you be in the bathroom, is she coming? I thought that was a thing, but apparently Sterling not only wanted to let his wife know, but the world know that he was low-key masturbating So my question to y'all is, was he doing too much? Was he low-key signaling to his wife that, hey, she's not doing enough? Uh, is there shame when it comes to a relationship? Is there something wrong with a man feeling like he has to masturbate in his own relationship? Is that what's happening here? There's so much room. I already know where I want to go, but I'm gonna let y'all go where y'all want to go with this. Sterling K admits he be handling his own business. See what I did there? Handling his own business with his wife at home. Is that fair or foul? Or yet another reason why men don't want to get married. What say you fellas or ladies?
Yeah, my knee-jerk reaction to this was, first, thank you, Sterling, for your transparency, letting the brothers out there know that we not alone out there. You know, sometimes we just got to take matters in our own hands. And it reminded me of my second marriage, right? My only divorce. I don't know, coincidence? I don't know. So, like Nick, a couple of things bother me about the story, right? Because he said she's a night owl. Right? So he's going to bed first, which means she could have broke him off a little something and gone about her business and let this man sleep, you know what I'm saying, peacefully. She could have done that for him. She could have, right? And so that was a little bing, right? And then I thought about the fact that in my own experience, my wife would be like, yeah, you know, we're going to do it tonight. I'm all excited and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And then we get there and she forget or some bullshit. Or she go to sleep or whatever, you know what I mean? I'm like, yo, what's up with the thing we was talking about? What you talking about? Man, don't play no games with me, okay? I came here for some draws, okay? Don't play no games. So I was in frustration. I don't even want to no more, right? I'm just going to sit over here and do what I got to do. I don't even want to deal with you right now. So I understand how a man can get there multiple ways, right? In a good relationship or in a relationship that may be troubled. And the reason why I say it could exist in a good relationship is this. If you like me and you got a high sex drive, okay, and you enjoy the serotonin and dopamine that a good brings to your system, okay, then you might, you know what I'm saying, want to have that to go to sleep on a regular. Okay, it's not a lot of wives out there, man, that are gonna bam you every night, or you know what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying, knock your top off every night. It's just not gonna happen. So there are gonna be sometimes, even if you're in the best relationship with the most caring spouse, that you probably gonna have to go on and knock things out on your own. I think most times, women in that case with the communication, they might understand. They might be okay. Right? Because you can be in a relationship and still have unmet needs. The self-pleasuring isn't the problem. It's the misunderstanding about what we should be ashamed of and what we should not be ashamed of. Right? Now, if you grew up in church, right, like me, you were taught that all masturbation is sin, you're going to hell, you whatever, blah, 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 blah. If you grew up in a medical facility, you might learn that multiple orgasms help keep prostate cancer away. I'm just trying to save my life. You know what I'm saying? So this assumption that relationships should meet every need is the problem. Nobody's going to be your everything, not even for the fellas, okay? She ain't going to be your every night. It's not going to happen. In reality, people have different drives and different rhythms. And sometimes it's not really absence, it's just a mismatch in that. Apparently, Sterling and his wife had different rhythms, right? And so he took it to himself. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I think it's a problem. The men have to hide it. I can tell you for myself. I'll be over on the side of the bed, trying not to shake it because I don't want to wake up talking to me, ask me what I'm doing, because I'm mad right now. I'm just working. I'm trying to get to sleep. So people can take it personally. when somebody doesn't match their energy, when it's a difference in capacity. But it doesn't mean that they're neglecting you, fellas. It just means you got more than what they can match you on. It's not about perfection. It is about how you manage the gap. So I'm gonna go back to where I started. We got to communicate. Let her know, girl, I'm still a little, you know what I'm saying? Can you handle this? If not, I'm gonna have to handle this. And then let her make her own decisions. Right on, Sterling.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was, because he said, she was in the house. He's, going to bed early. I thought it was odd too that he couldn't be like, hey, look, go ahead and let's get this in, and then you can go back to watching, Bridgerton or whatever it is, you were doing. I'm about to go to sleep. I think the whole thing, him talking about Fight Club, on the show is really, it's normal, guys. We do it. It happens. I think it's really only could be concerned to some is if you'd rather do that than be with your partner. And that's definitely worth a conversation. And Jay, look, I feel your frustration, man. We've been out with having drinks and doing Sunday fun day stuff. And you're like, oh, I'm gonna do all this nasty stuff to you. And then, all the, two mimosa towers in and you're out cold. So I get it, man. You may look, I was hyped up. I might have to take matters into my own hands.
Right.
I understand it. But I think it's really the issue can just be an issue is if you'd rather do that than, have that release with your significant other. So it being optional and you feel like I have to do this because I have no other choice, I think that is where we have to kind of separate the two. Have to, and hey man, look, it's optional. I need my little melatonin. She's watching Bridgerton. I'm gonna go ahead and take care of this. That's where it separates for me.
I have some friends, and I've had guy friends admit to me that they actually have pocket wives. I don't know if you've heard this term before.
I have
but
never educated.
It's a pocket wife. So they have their little pocket pussies. And and their wives are aware. And when their wife is not in the mood and they need to get what they gotta get, they say, maybe they name it even. And they'll be like, hey, you want me to go hang out with Tina tonight? Yeah, go hang out with Tina. Because I'm not in the mood, I'm not feeling it. Maybe she's postpartum, maybe it's whatever. I know couples who go out and get toys together for those occasions when she knows that she is not going to be in the mood, that he could go ahead and do what he needs to do, and she don't have to be bothered. So a lot of marriages accommodate for this.
If I had a penis, I would play with it because, it's just like, to me, it's amazing, right? And so, I don't know. I actually probably have a very healthy, high sex drive. I don't know what the average woman-man sex drive is, but I feel that self-pleasuring is a beautiful space. Sometimes I like what you said, Delvin. If it becomes I gotta do this or that, and I pick this, therein lies the problem. But my question to you, because I'm not a guy, I don't have a penis, and I'm curious, when we are intimate with a partner, when we decide, okay, when you guys decide, I want to be intimate with my partner, right? So now you got to kiss, you got to pull hair, you got to grab booty, you got to maybe turn on some music, and now it's a production, a great, beautiful, lovely production. But also the way he said it, it was kind of like, okay, I'm laying down and I just need to, do this to really self-soothe and be done. So every night or every moment, if it's twice in a night, sometimes maybe the production, unless y'all just giving her 2 minutes, that's what it sounded like to me. It was just a soothing, she literally asked him what the routine was. It's almost like how, the Korean skincare, the 10-step face, it just sounded like he was saying, this is something I do. It kind of relaxes me while I'm laying in the bed. To me, I think it's healthy. As children, when we have children that are discovering themselves, we tell them, it's okay. Discover yourself. Learn what you like about you. As a woman who is, I write books about sensuality. I think alone time is okay. But again, like, the guy said, if you have to pick one or the other, if you're not communicating, or even like you said, Lizanna, if you're not being honest, then to me, those things come into play. But just off the GP and how he presented it, it didn't sound like it was a problem.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. And I'm glad that, because if it's not a problem, then there's really no conversation to be had, right? Because everybody's going about their lives, just living it blissfully, having all the sex in a wonderful marriage.